Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to decode the science of what it actually means to get stronger. We're going way beyond just, lifting weights. We're going to uncover how resistance exercise fundamentally rebuild your body, from your cells all the way to your skeleton, and really changes your daily life in ways you might not even expect.
So, have you ever really stopped to think about what's happening inside your body when you get stronger? It can kind of feel like magic, right? But it's not. It's a very precise biological process. It isn't just about mindlessly hoisting heavy things around. It's about a core principle that your body is literally designed to respond to. So, let's unpack that.
Okay, here we go. This definition right here is the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. The key phrase to lock onto is resisted by an outside force. Now, that force could be anything: a dumbbell, a resistance band, your own body weight, even just gravity. But that critical moment, that's the trigger for all the physical change we're looking for, when your muscles contract to overcome that resistance.
So, why should you care about any of this? Why apply this principle in your own life? Well, the benefits go so much deeper than just building bigger muscles or looking a certain way in the mirror. We're talking about upgrading your entire physical machine from the inside out. Think of it like a full body renovation project. Seriously, you're not just tacking on some muscle, you're strengthening the very scaffolding that holds you together. Your tendons and ligaments, they become more resilient. Your bones actually grow denser, and your body's built-in ability to heal itself gets a major boost. It is powerful preventative maintenance for your whole body.
And all those internal upgrades, they translate directly into making your everyday life easier. Carrying the groceries in one trip, that gets easier. Your balance improves, which is absolutely crucial, especially as you get older. Your risk of injury just plummets because your body is simply more robust, and there's a lot less daily stress on your joints. This isn't just about training for a competition, it's about training for a higher quality of life.
All right, so how do we actually apply this resistance? Well, there isn't just one way to do it. The method you choose can be totally tailored to your goals, your fitness level, and even where you are in a recovery journey if you're coming back from an injury. So, on one hand, you've got manual resistance. This is where a person, like a physical therapist, is providing the force. This is perfect for the early stages of rehab because it's so adaptable. They can adjust it on the fly. On the other hand, you've got mechanical resistance. Think weights, bands, machines. The big advantage here is that it's measurable and consistent, which is exactly what you want for tracking your progress and challenging muscles that are already pretty strong. And here's the thing, no matter what kind of resistance you're using, pretty much every single movement you make has two key phases. And understanding these two actions, the concentric and the eccentric, is the secret to training your muscles effectively. Okay, first up is the concentric phase. This is the part of the movement where your muscle shortens to actually produce the force. Think of it as the acceleration phase or the doing part, curling a dumbbell up towards your shoulder, pushing a door open, or lifting that bag of groceries off the floor. The muscle is actively getting shorter against resistance. Then you have the eccentric phase. This is where the muscle gets longer, but it's still under tension. You can think of this as the deceleration or the braking phase. It's what allows you to set that heavy bag of groceries down gently, instead of just letting it drop. Now, this phase is a huge source of shock absorption. And yeah, it's often where you feel the most muscle soreness later, but it is incredibly important for building both strength and control. All right, we've covered the what and the why, but the how is just as critical. To unlock all these amazing benefits, you have to train smart and you have to respect your body. So let's go over the most important safety rules. This one is a biggie, and it's something people do all the time without even realizing it. The Valsalva maneuver. It's just a fancy term for holding your breath while you're straining. It causes this really sharp spike in your blood pressure, and you absolutely want to avoid it. The fix is so simple, but it's vital. Breathe. Just breathe. Exhale during the hardest part of the exercise, that's the concentric part, and inhale during the easier part. Always keep the air moving. Have you ever seen someone at the gym just heaving and jerking to lift a weight? That's what we're talking about here, substitute motion. It's your body's clever way of cheating when the muscles you're trying to work can't handle the load. Like if you're trying to lift your arm out to the side, but you have to shrug your shoulder all the way up to your ear to do it, your body is compensating. And that's a crystal clear signal that the resistance is too high. Just lighten the load and focus on good, clean form. And finally, you have to remember this. More is not always better. The growth, the adaptation, that doesn't actually happen in the gym. It happens when you rest and recover. Overtraining is when you push your body too hard too often without giving it a chance to rebuild. And that just leads to a decline in performance and a higher risk of injury. Rest is not laziness. It is a critical, non-negotiable part of the process.
Now, just as important as knowing what to do and when to do it is knowing when to stop, or maybe when not to even start in the first place. Your body is always sending you signals, and it is crucial that you learn to listen to them. These are the absolute red flags. If you feel a sharp, severe pain during a movement, you stop, period. If you have a known inflammatory condition or severe heart or lung issues, this type of exercise might just be unsafe for you. This isn't about pushing through the pain. It's about working with your body, not against it. And when in doubt, always talk to a doctor first. So let's just bring it all together. The journey is pretty straightforward. It starts with knowing the why, all those incredible structural and functional benefits. From there, we get the how, understanding the different types of resistance and those two key phases of movement. And it's all built on a solid foundation of safety, breathing right, using proper form, getting enough rest, and most importantly, always listening to the signals your body is sending you. I love this quote because it sums up the core idea perfectly. Your body is this remarkable adaptation machine. It is designed to respond to challenges. When you expose it to the right level of resistance, not too much, not too little, it will do exactly what it's built to do. It will become stronger, more resilient, and way more capable.
So now you have the blueprint. You understand the fundamental principles of how strength is really built, from the cellular level all the way to the functional level. The knowledge is yours. The only question left is, what will you build with it?